Welcome to Brian's Action Figure Reviews, and today we've got a brand new pop culture interview. And today I'm going to be speaking to Rob Othman, who is an admin on Marvel Legends Community UK. He talks about his collection, other lines he collects, and all other load of other stuff. So let's go watch the interview, guys. Hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe and join Marvel Legends Community UK too if you're into Marvel Legends and stuff. Thanks, guys. Enjoy. Welcome everyone to Brian's Action Figure Reviews. And today I've got another pop culture interview. And today I've got Rob Othman, who is the lead admin of Marvel Legends Community UK. How's it going, Rob?
Hi, Brian. You all right, pal?
I'm good. So, Rob, give us a little background about yourself. Tell us about yourself and what you do.
Right. I start again. I run a cafe restaurant in Preston. It's a very, very busy place, and I'm very lucky that the customers are quite generous with their tips. Otherwise, I would not be able to afford the collecting.
Excellent. So give us a little background there on how Marvel Legends Community UK came into being.
Well, I think you know the background story of where MLC UK started. It was unfortunate what came about. Mick and the other admins that were involved. It was a situation where we thought, Jesus Christ, what's going on here? And we could see things unfolding in the background of what was actually happening. We were asking questions, and we weren't getting black and white answers. We were asking for proof in the chats, and nothing was happening. It was just all by that certain gentleman that kept saying, "Leave it to me, don't get involved. You just do what you do and stuff." But we weren't liking the situation. I think we all individually didn't get together until right at the end. But we all individually could see what were happening, and it was only by actually we were all starting to click, and we didn't want to be a part of it anymore. So we thought Marvel Legends Community UK needed to be born, and here we are, 2 years.
Today we were recording on the 8th of July, and it's the 2-year anniversary of MLC UK.
Yeah, it's great. It's growing slowly. It could have been bigger, but we are very selective of who we let in. Yeah, we check your profiles and stuff like that. We do know there may be a few fake profiles that's managed to get through, but we like to grow slowly rather than have quality than quantity.
Exactly. Yeah, I was going to say that. So, like, as the lead, one of the admin yourself, tell us what in a week, what does running the group entail?
Can I just go back on the point?
Yeah, of course.
I would never say that I'm a lead admin. MLC UK has always been about. There's a group of admins. So there's Mark, there's Frank, there's Paul. There's all the other admin. None of us are lead admins as such. We work together as a team, and with different opinions and mindset we have in the group, I think it works with the dynamics. So, in regards to the day-to-day running, admin don't really get involved as such. We see ourselves as just community members, and we get involved like you guys. It's just about showing our collections and enjoying everybody else's collection. We'd like to see a lot more people that lurk in the background, because every group have it. You have about X amount of members, but only a few people will join in. What I'd say is everybody get involved, no matter how big your collection, how small your collection. It's just fun. You know, shows your figs, pause them, do whatever. Join in. If you can't do it in the toy groups you're in at, where else can you do with your figures?
I suppose you'll always have some people who are pretty shy. Oh, go ahead. You're going to say something.
Brian, I'm going to run because there's a late delivery here. 2 seconds.
Ooh. Basically, I just said, yeah, you'll always have a core of active posters, and some people then are would be shy maybe to post. Yeah. So maybe you'd have that.
Yeah. I think once you take your first plunge at sharing something, you tend to start getting involved. I remember back when I joined my first group, Action Figures Collectors. Is it AFTC UK? When I first joined them, and everyone's doing all these brilliant picture photographies, PCAs back in them days, it were called, and I was shy at pausing, so still am, but you join in for the fun.
So you mentioned AFCQ. I can never say that, but anyway, what other lines do you collect outside of the Marvel Legends?
Oh well, I think both you and I in the last couple of weeks, GI Joes is I'm really excited for that. Yeah, bloody 2 seconds. I got my son that's being nosy because he can't keep away. He's got into Lego. I don't know how that's happened, but he likes playing with my Lego these days. I do. You do, don't you? Yeah. There you go. That's another one for you. Child joining in. Ghostbusters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, movies and cartoons, and I like to collect my favourite NECA horror films.
Oh, nice.
Figures. So like Jason, Freddy Krueger. Yeah. I think quite your collection is quite similar. So
yeah, all over the place.
That's it. And Power Rangers as well, but only Mighty Morphin.
Which that's all I have as well.
So yeah. So quite a bit.
So what would be what's your favourite of the lot? What would be your favourite line?
What's my favourite?
Which line would be your favourite out of all the things you collect?
It would be Marvel Legends, and then followed by me Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I'm like what NECA is doing with them. So.
Okay. I've seen your Turtles collection. It's excellent. What would then be your favourite franchise of anything?
My favourite franchise? My favourite franchise would be Transformers, but I do not own any. I say I do not own any. I'll probably own 2 figures, but Sideswipe I have a figure of. But I've kept away from that line. I love the cartoons and stuff like that, but I couldn't add another line to the.
It's a minefield, the Transformers lines.
Yes.
What do you think of the new 6-inch scale RED line they're doing?
I do like them, and it's one that I sort of like because they're available in Smiths as well. I avoid that section because if I pick one and buy one up, it's just dangerous.
That's the end, isn't
it? That's the end. I always said that I didn't want another line of toys, but then GI Joe comes out,
Yeah.
You know. And then what I've not shown in any of my pictures is that I've got the Walking Dead figures as well. So I've got all those figures, and they're still in the boxes. So a bit of a mock wanker with those. But there's just no room.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm currently running out of room now as well, so you're constantly moving stuff.
it's getting to the stage where I really have to look at my collection and decide what I need to thin down, especially with the Marvel Legends. There's like, you know,
There's so many.
yeah, there's 500 figures, and you look at it and you think, do I really need to have that? So, maybe just stick to the 90s X-Men that I was brought up with and the Spider-Man. So as this year is coming along, I've been selective on what Marvel Legends I've been buying. So yeah, there's too many toys, too many.
and now more than ever, there's a line for absolutely everything as well. So the selection. Yeah. So what got you into all this in the first place?
Right, I've always when I was 6-7 years, Star Wars. That was the beginning for me. Oh, I missed that out. I do have Star Wars Black Series as well, but it's just bounty hunters and Siths. So that's strict on that front, because that's another can of worms when you get involved. But yeah, back in the day, it was Star Wars. I was collecting the 3 3/4 inch figures. That had the awful pausing, only just your arm moves.
5 points of articulation ones.
Yeah, that's it. But it was brilliant back in them days. Yeah, and I used to get the toys from like school wiffy toy stores called, I think one of them were Gentleman John's. It were above Quick Save when Quick Save opened back in them days. And you used to be able to pick up the Star Wars figures for 25p.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, 25p. I picked up quite a few Ewoks and Stormtroopers, and so like luckily my mother had them front garden and with the rose bush, and that used to be like Endor used to play in there. So but then again, I found out my next door neighbour cat used to do its poop in the garden as well.
Lovely.
Yeah, so just had to be careful of that as well. So I would say at my mother-in-law's, and thanks to them, in the attic, there is a considerable amount of vintage Star Wars 3.75 figures in there. At the time, I thought I weren't going to collect again, so I stored them away for future and stuff, and it was space saving as well. And then I think 2015, someone introduced me to AFTC UK, and that's it. It was back to collecting, and here I am again, ridiculously. I think I've got my own toy. So yeah, the wife has let me have the front room as a man cave. So here I get to watch footy, look at my figures and stuff like that. So
excellent.
So yeah, it's good.
So the last question is, what would be your dream action figure line? You could have anyone make it and be any franchise.
You can't keep saying just the one.
Yeah.
I think there's actually one that I would really love is one of my favorites is Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, the 90s animated show.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons, and then I was a big classic Voltron fan.
Nice.
So the new Voltron figures and stuff, I've got those, but I've given them to my little lad because I don't like them. It's not the same as the classic Voltron, but yeah, I love them. So
Awesome.
yeah, definitely Dungeons and Dragons.
Awesome. That's the first. No one's said that yet on the interviews either. So yeah. So the last thing is just tell us where we can find MLC UK and stuff.
You can find MLC UK. Just go onto Facebook and look for Marvel Legends Community UK. It's full of awesome people like yourselves, and it's just great members in there. So like, there's everyone's good going. Everyone helps each other with their collecting. You know, if you want to figure, you put a wanted post up, and before you know it, someone comes and helps you out. I think you found that about you got the Hulk figure about a couple of weeks ago. It were no time. Yeah, it were literally someone answered your call.
It was literally 5 minutes, and I got an amazing bargain as well. So that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Like.
So yeah, it's a good place. I think we've banged on about it. People always say that community word, that sort of like with the prices and stuff like that. And I think you've seen how the group works. People will say something if they not the admins. The admins do not say anything. It's actually the members that police the page.
Yeah, so that's the interview finished. Fair play for coming on, man. Thanks very much.
Yeah, I tried to put you off as much as possible, Brian.
I'm persistent.
I get over and done with.
It wasn't so bad, though, was it?
So, football's on later. Liverpool Premier League champions. Thank you very much.
And we leave it there. Thanks very much, Rob. We'll see you later. Bye, mate.